Hey friends, welcome to another episode of the Aerocrow Show. Continuing with my kind of theme of Halloween games, I picked the scariest, the goriest, just most terrifying game that you could possibly imagine. Lock up your children, take your scaredy cat medicine? I had no punchline to that joke. Trust me, this one's terrifying. It's Day of the Tentacle. Let's dig into it. I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of LucasArts adventure games. I kind of grew up playing them, and kind of spoiler thing, never played this one. Played Maniac Mansion, played Grim Fandango, played the Monkey Island games, but just never did this one for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. But I have the remastered version. I do not want developer commentary. I'm wearing my Double Fine Adventure shirt, and let's get going. And one of the things I like about the kind of Double Fine remasters that they've done with Monkey Island and Grim Fandango, and now this is with the touch of a button, I can go and look at the original graphics, which, to be honest, doesn't look that bad. Actually, these look great. But let's use this nice HD goodness and a dying bird. So, if you don't know, Day of the Tentacle is a sequel to Maniac Mansion, using a lot of the same characters and a couple of same locations. But whereas that was like a horror comedy, this is kind of like a horror sci-fi comedy. I read a little bit about it. It was inspired by like 50s like schlocky horror films, things like that, and it kind of shows. That stuff's my jam. And yeah, so we've got talking tentacles, we've got toxic sludge, we've got a sleeping dog. This is so spooky. I'm sorry, I'm terrifying you. Not with the game, just with everything that I'm doing and saying. Take on the word. Ding dong. The one thing I did notice about this is the dialogue's kind of stilted. I don't know if that was in the original. I would assume so. But I kind of still like it.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
Oh, Bernard. I wonder if that skull with the fez is like a future reference to Grim Fandango at all.
It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that purple tentacles.
Oh, that's funny. They actually put in the text on the note. When you go back to the old school graphics, it's just squiggly lines. That's fun. I really like the care that went into bring this to like an HD resolution and to consoles. To the mansion. Dun, 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 dun. Good old credit sequence. So yeah, adventure games were the first game that really like ever played. It was like text adventure games on the computer my dad had at home. He used it to like so we could work remotely on weekends sometimes. But it was something we could all use. I had, if you've ever seen War Games, you know he puts his phone on a modem. That's how my dad would kind of dial in to his job. But we played text adventure games, old dungeon crawl things too, like Wizardry and I can't remember the other one. It was like a first-person RPG. But yeah, I remember seeing Maniac Mansion first on a Commodore 64 at a friend's house. I'm old. Yes, Commodore 64. You actually used to put the the games in on a cassette tape, and you have to let the tape play for like half an hour to load the game. Kind of nuts, but thankfully we don't have to do that anymore. But yeah, it was this whole logic thing where you play a game for a while and then get frustrated and bang your head against the screen. There was no game facts. There was no internet. You couldn't just like Google the answer of how to play a game. No guides. So you either knew a friend who had done it, or you played it and then you like, I don't know what to do, so you turn it off and go do something else. And like, the thing I love about adventure games, and Tim Schafer designed adventure games specifically, is you get to this point where
we'll spread out commando
you're
Laverne, you go secure the
in
area
the shower and it's all of a sudden it's
door.
boom. I know I need to use the dime with the rubber chicken or whatever. Just this weird combination of mashing things together that
Looking for.
outside of the logic of the game makes no sense, but oddly makes sense in the logic of the world.
I've got an anatomy final
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Come on, Hoagie.
If I'm late, I don't get it as the drum.
I don't know how these three people are related to each other at all.
Tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where is
I
his
also have
secret
tentacles
lab?
tied up in my secret lab. Alright, so let's go to the office here. If I remember how to do some of this stuff. Oh, that's right. These controls take a little getting used to, but Swiss bank book.
Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny.
Open portrait. Let's see. This is how these games used to look like, where you would have to go down and say, walk to phone, use.
I don't have anyone to call.
Oh. Let's go back to the real graphics here. One of the things that I kind of love, let's go back to the screen a second, this idea of using foreground elements. We've got this like lamp or whatever this is up here, and these boxes down here. It really sets you in the scene. You see it a lot in old movies as well. They'll throw something up in the foreground, even though it's a set. They'll throw it up there so you pick up time. So you like really feel that you're in the spot. You can see it again down here with the banister to the stairs. Goodbye, Bernard. It's a very old school technique,
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
but it works. In the movies, they used to be not even real things, like cardboard cutouts sometimes.
I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
So yeah, for those of you who make movies, if you really want to center your scene, try using that. Also, anytime you see a ceiling in something, subconsciously lets the viewer or the player know that, or tricks the brain into thinking that it's not a movie, it's not a set, it's a real place. Brains are weird. I'm gonna pet the dog.
Okay, you're free
Oh,
to go.
Bernard. Why are you freeing the megalomaniac tentacle?
Now I can finish taking over the world. Wait!
Kick back here.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't
He's
he?
incredibly evil, isn't he? Well, yes, duh. It's kind of almost Pinky and the Brain-esque, the two tentacles, which, now that I say that, Pinky and the Brain would make an amazing adventure game. And one of you fine folks out there should make that. Actually, just the Animaniacs in general, all those characters. Can you imagine the madcap zaniness of a LucasArts style adventure set in that world?
Whoops.
I need it now. this year, or this time next year, next Halloween, I want to be playing that. So one of you talented mofos, get on it. I'm sure the rights are cheap. I mean, yesterday to the time machine. Here's the sci-fi-ness of the time travel. The Chrono John.
Just send Bernard.
I like that everything's got this.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Tim Burton aesthetic. This could be a deleted like a deleted scene for Beetlejuice or Edward Scissorhands. It looks just like it should just slot right in there. The artist really nailed the aesthetic here. Again, more foreground elements. It's important in life.
Bernard, float over
Speaking
here.
of which, I don't have a foreground element.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are
Maybe next
always
time.
talking about.
What could it all mean?
What could it all mean?
I don't want to know.
God's a creepy ass nurse.
Die. Die. We may not live to see yesterday.
Sure, Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this.
The writing is
After all, he is a
pretty
doctor.
funny. And not, I may expect that to Tim Schafer game. I just don't know. It's not that I lost my train of thought when the diamond broke. No, I expect Tim Schafer's game to be funny, but this is probably Tim Schafer at his best in terms of writing. Not Tim Schafer, if you're watching, I'm a huge fan, and we actually have crossed paths twice. Once at the burger joint in San Francisco, right down there by the Giant Stadium, and once at PAX, and I didn't interact with you either time. I just saw you and let you be, because I didn't want to embarrass myself with a, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm a nerd. Whatever.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years
200 years in the future.
Hurry up and bring them back.
We gotta go back, Marty. Back to the future.
As soon as I get a new diamond, then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug in their respective chronogens. Yeah.
200 years in the past. Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super batteries?
Where did you put those super battery plans?
Plans? How are we gonna get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
They're in the house somewhere.
Now what am I
Alright.
going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find
Step
plans.
1, find plans.
Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Did make it perfectly clear. Boom, 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 boom.
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
I think it's designed to run with something. More like a small rodent.
Alright. Boom, boom.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Fred?
Let's go over here. Ooh.
Not with what's left of my fingernails. I hate that clown.
Take
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Good Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty good salesmen know how to have a good time.
I do not know if this doesn't like to have a good time. Ooh.
Nice cigars.
Nice. These babies are practically exploding with tobacco goodness. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Oh.
Thought I was gonna
It's gonna
your
blow up
head
in my
off there,
face.
didn't you? Well, you were right.
What an asshole.
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
Smoking is a bad habit.
That cracks me up every time.
Let's keep going here.
Slippery little devil.
Nope. Bump up the chimney. In through the window. Open the door. Man, these layouts are great.
It's closed.
Yeah, what's behind this door?
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli.
Bernard
I broke into
Bernoulli.
your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
No, doesn't ring a bell, but I can't remember much about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
The rats, the hamster is reading the newspaper.
Open up, Ed. Come on.
I'm much better now. I collect stamps.
That's quite a...
No, they mean a lot.
Well, hope I didn't...
Peace be with
Alright. So, that is just a small taste of Daily Tentacle. I'm gonna be playing some more of it. Maybe you'll see some more of it over the next couple of weeks. It's got a platinum trophy, and it doesn't seem like it'll be too terrible to platinum, so maybe I'll dig into that. But until then, I will see you all next week. I hope you have a good time. I hope you have a good week. I hope you have a good October, and I will see you next time. Please don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel so you see more awesomely embarrassing, terrible videos like this. Yeah, the dog's sleeping, I'm gonna play, and I'll see you next week. Bye.